and welcome back to another video. It is time. This is the last 2024 bullet journal video, and to start it off, we've got the 2024 recap. So every year I do it a little bit different, how I lay out my recap and what I include into it, and it's basically just, some of it is looking at what I have done in terms of all of the things that I track and seeing what I was able to do. So, what was my overall mood? What was my overall energy? What was my overall productivity, etc.? And then just other things like what was my favorite movie or book or whatever that, what are my top favorite moments, and so on and so forth. And I like to keep it really simple. I got these new highlighters. I might have used them in the previous month, but I know for sure that they were new. So I got these, and I really like the colors. And so I was picking out what shades I wanted to do. That purple one in the corner, I didn't really like it, but I'm just gonna color over it darker so that it looks uniform. But for everything else, because I decided to use highlighters instead of markers, that one's kind of dead, this pink one, but it worked out enough to color it in, and that's all that matters. But I really just wanted to do this really simple, really quick color block layout. Also, you might have noticed when I was doing my title, I had a little stencil moment because I got some stencils for Christmas. But here's a recap of all the covers that I've done for the year. Really loved the Astronaut, loved the Cartoon Network theme. We've got the plastic bags for March. A recap of when I went to Greece in April. That was so much fun. This one I made it simple, which is lines and patterns, because I didn't have time. Here we go. That's me when I went to the Bubble Museum and I did bubble theme. We've got a fun collage in shades of purple for July. Then where I switched to my double page layouts. And, oh my gosh, this looks so cool. I love this Lego one. And I love this Coraline one. That one was so cute. What was your favorite layouts? This is definitely one of my favorite layouts I've ever done. It just non-stop bangers all year. I did a fantastic job. I'm super great. Well, let me know what your favorite covers were, or your favorite themes, or if there was other pages that you liked. But now, it's 2025, y'all. It's 2025. So we got to make our cover page for 2025 and do our front yearly material. Every year, and you might have noticed this if you've seen a couple of my other videos, but the things that I put in my front of my bullet journal decreases every single year of what I decide to put up there. I just never look back at it, and so then what happens is the portions of my monthly journal get longer, or I add other sections to compensate, because it is stuff that I want to track, but I never go back, or there's too many pages and I just don't look at it. So the front material for 2025 is a cover page and a yearly budget log. But look at this cover page. We've got, tried and true marker watercolors, and we're doing a collage. 2025 is the year of collages, and there's a reason that I decided to do it that way. So while I was doing this cover, and I did the watercolor marker, and then while I was doing the financial log, I noticed these pages are much thinner than my previous journal, and there was a lot of bleed through, even with just markers, really simple, not even holding it down, just regular. If I colored something in, there was a lot of stuff that bled through the page. It was seen on the other side. So this year there's not gonna be any painting or like elaborate marker like coloring, things like that, because these pages are too thin. I like this new journal. I think it's a great journal to do the collages. One, just because I wanted to do collages, and I got some new like stationery material to do collages, and I have a bunch of other, I got some for Christmas, and then I had other stuff that I got, so it was going to be collages this year anyways. But definitely when I was using this journal and I realized like, oh, it's going to be bleeding through, that just made it like a definitive, like, yeah, just not, so this is the only watercolor marker thing that's probably going to happen this year. Maybe I might do it another, but at this point I've decided not to, because I don't want it to bleed through, because then you'll see in a minute when I go on to work my next page, the bleed through, it made it hard to write on the other side of the page. But this turned out really cute, just like fun, positive quotes and sayings, and it's colorful, it's poppy. And I went in and put some like little markers, but you see, it fully bled through. You see that? So I got some paper and I just cut out the middle part, because that was like where it was the worst at, and then I glued it down for my financial log. So the way I have decided to do my financial log, I have the top section is just like the year, summaries, and then I've got this, my whole head is in the screen. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm good. But I've got like line items for like subscriptions or recurring payments that I'm doing. If I do any like loans that I have to pay back, credit card payments that I want to make towards, so I can track what I'm doing. And I think I've been using it because it's February when I'm recording this voiceover, and I think this is the best financial tracker that I've ever done. I've tried different versions, and so sometimes they're like too complicated, or there's too much happening and I don't use them, or it's not. I wanted to make one that was laid out in a way that was convenient to me and made most sense for my brain. So this might not work for you, but this worked for me, and I've been using it, and it's just perfect. Also, I freaking love these stencils. Oh my gosh, collages and stencils, that's what this year is. The stencils, oh, thank you, Nadia. But anyways, here's the final page for my cover, and then my final yearly financial thing. Those are my subscriptions if you cared. But anyways, thank you for watching. Bye!